Show, let's go. Two-line show, we in this bitch.
Yeah.
Two-line show, our facts, legit facts. Two-line show, we keep it lit. Two-line show, I got them views. Two-line show, she got them too. Two-line show, we can't not lose. Two-line show, hey, what's up?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Two live shows in this thing. Let's go. I am the nice one, and this is my co-host,
Joy.
And we are the Two Live Show. Oh, that concoction, man! I'm gonna go and give y'all a little secret. Get you a little dose of kiss.
Dos of keys.
And a little bit of Smirnoff Ice, and blend them things together, and they are all right. A little little
concoction.
Neighborhood concoction for you on this fine evening. Ooh, sorry about that.
The pre-evening of 420.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite holiday.
Yeah, it's definitely mine. You know, everybody know me. You know, y'all some drinkers out there. I'm a little inhaler. You know. Unlike Bill Clinton, I know how to inhale and blow it out properly, so say less. I got you, Bill.
Okay.
Clapping. So
yes.
I'm
sorry. Held on.
That was supposed to go after the intro, too.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's go to the what y'all been up to, but before we do that, we're going to go to the Melanin report.
Our favorite report.
Big facts is the Melanin report. Big facts is the Melanin report with Joy. Big facts is the Melanin report. No cap. Big facts is the Melanin report.
Hey!
I am so glad I do not have to do that. So our Black History person or fact of the day. You ever go in an elevator?
Melanin report?
Melanin report, yes.
Yeah, okay. They said called it something else.
No, Melanin report.
Okay.
When you go into the elevator, right, and you press the buttons and the door closes, how do you think or who do you think made that invention? It being to think Alexander
Black.
Yes. Thank Alexander Mills for this invention.
Give him a clap for
All
that
right,
one.
yes.
We always thinking ahead. You going up, man. What we doing? Ain't nothing closing us in. Let's do something about that.
So what happened was Alexander Mills, during his day, when you get into the elevator, you had to close the shit yourself. You had to do the shaft and close the little gate. Well, that caused a lot of people dying and falling down the damn shaft because sometimes you just do not have that balance.
And time. It's a time span. You got to close that bitch and you can be dealing with it and go up and have your ass dangling before you know you fall.
Yeah, you're dying. So what happened, Alexander Mills got inspired to actually create something to be more safer when taking the elevator because his baby almost, got jumped off the damn ledge of the elevator, so he needs something safe. So he came up with some mechanics. He did his little mechanical engineering. He came up with the closing elevator door. So you racist assholes out there, every time you think get in the elevator and them doors closes, you know how to do like 20 different things to close it. Think a black man.
Of course.
And that
Shout out to my boy. Once again, what's his name?
Alexander Mills.
Alexander Mills. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next thing, which is the 5.
Well, we're moving on up.
Yeah.
To the west side. We finally got a piece.
Two Live Show. News and sports.
5 questions, 30 seconds. Let's go.
Big facts is the
All right, it's my time to ask you some questions.
Let's go.
So the first one, Memphis is playing at home against my Lakers. You already know I love the Lakers. Everything Laker.
The Laker.
You see the finger back there. It tells you, we number one, baby, in my book.
We have like 4 California team has like 4 teams.
Yeah, 4 teams in the playoffs.
Who else is doing that?
And who else have 4 teams? Cali!
All day.
Anyway, they're up 1-0. Memphis trying to tie it. What you think gonna happen tonight? Think they gonna be able to do that or no? What you think?
Well, it depends on 2 things.
What's that?
If one team can just stop the other team from scoring, like
one team? Who is this one team?
Well, if the Lakers can stop Memphis from scoring for like at least 5 runs, then they'll win because neither team plays amazing defense. So whoever can get the most stops at this point, they'll win. And I think because the Lakers have a little bit more momentum, going in, they may get those steals.
Hey, sounds like a plan. All right. So, like you said earlier, 420 is around the corner. Are you an avid participator? Or are you just a novice beginner? Or are you just a thrill seeker on holidays only? Where are you at on this beautiful holiday?
I think that if you're a smoker, you should definitely be celebrating. And
what are you though?
I plead the fifth. But 420 was started in Northern California, by the way.
Yeah.
We'll put that out there. All good things come from us. Remember that. All good things.
Northern California?
Northern.
We know who it was?
Oh, it was 4 white boys. They wanted to look for it. I forgot the college, but they're looking for some treasure, and they said we're going to meet under this clock at 420, but instead they just got high. So, yeah.
Thanks to them white boys. Thank you. There's some allies out there that I fuck with.
Hey, amen.
Shout out to my boy back in the Navy back in 1994. They had the BMW 325. Old school. 88, 89.
That memory, man.
Man, that boy used to be cool as fuck. Shout out to my boy, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
What's up, on? Anyway, third question. Money is tight. Everybody went through their little tax season is over. Are you still on the right path to saving, or are you behind the bullet a little bit? Go.
I'm definitely saving.
Okay.
So that's sort of helpful.
You in the red or the black?
The black.
Hey,
So
clap to that.
Yeah. Oh, damn, sorry.
Shoot to that then.
Yeah.
Shoot a nigga. Everybody else shooting.
Well,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ain't no black. You gotta stick to your plan, man.
Hey,
that's
it's just not to touch it, pretend like it's not there.
Yeah.
You don't have to get a new car in whatever the fuck you want to every year. You don't have to floss.
Say less. I know better, but we're trying to make sure you know better so you can do better. All right?
Amen.
2 live show crew.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what we do. All right, number 4. Yeah, I'm pretty much attached to a person during this year, so I'm involved in a relationship.
No.
Oh yeah, I'm married.
So mean. Oh my God.
But I'm just playing, so you know my status, but sometimes shit happens. But where you at in this game and on this fine spring?
I am
2023.
single as fuck, and I'm loving it right now.
Single as fuck.
I love it.
She added that, guys.
Oh.
Single and fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, it's a lot more freedom. I don't have to check up in somebody or see how somebody's doing. Woo! Just stretch out my arms like this, and you're not hitting anybody.
That shit boring, though. Keep it 100.
Just stretch out.
That shit get boring sometimes.
Right now it's great.
All right. Lastly, everybody out here shooting, man. These kids out here going crazy. If they're not going into stores at 100 at a time, just robbing the store and just taking everything they want, then they either shooting up a prom party or a high school graduation party or a graduation party or just anything goddamn going on that's successful. Somebody comes and fuck it up and ruin people's lives. How you feel about that shit?
I will say that this is what happens when your roots are in rooted in violence. I just think all this shit that America has done throughout the years is finally coming back full throat. It's far as these kids go, like when they see our leaders promoting guns, right, and saying how guns are great and it's easy to get a gun, how do you think they're going to react? They're going to get a damn gun. So, leaders, it starts with you. Your bullshit as far as like the gun. Not everybody should have a gun. I'm sorry.
You dumb motherfucker. Yeah. All right. So, what we talking about, man? What we talking about? You forgot?
What are you talking about?
Talking about, I guess we can say money and relationship. How them two go together.
Yes, money and relationship.
So my first question about that, since we're talking about money and relationship, if you're in a relationship with a guy and y'all talking about moving in, or y'all have moved in, or either you move in with her or she moved in with you, do you think it's wise to A, start a joint account, or B, just, when the bills are due, put the money together and, pay them that way? What you think?
I think even before you move in, you need to see if this is going to upgrade your like status financially. Because if I'm still carrying 99% of the weight, what's the point of me moving in? Or vice versa. So before you even get to that step, you should probably talk about exactly like where you are financially, honestly, right? So if everything...
Well, sometimes people move in because the person who's moving in is going to help them out, and the person who's letting them move in needs the help. So that's
I mean, it could be that exchange as well. All right, so let's say that is that exchange, right? Just make sure know that some of this togetherness is a business thing as well. It's not just, oh, I love you, right? And also, if you're mature enough, like if things don't work out, but you guys are contracted to stay in the same place, you have to be able to communicate and be mature about the situation. You don't want to be like, get the fuck out and all this other unnecessary stuff. So really be grounded about where you are financially, and if something changes, what will happen in the relationship status.
Okay, but so I think you should, because I'm going by, I'm talking to pretty much the kids of, I ain't gonna even say kids, but the 26 and above. I'm talking in that age group. This is the age group that's really struggling. 26 to 40. Like for some reason, niggas ain't getting their shit together till they damn near almost 50 years old, if they doing it then. And I ain't saying that's the majority. I'm just saying when you yourself, the successful black person in your family, goes back home, I'm talking about that area. So, we can act like majority of us is out here doing what we're supposed to. Realistically, I don't think it is. And if we are, then we're the parents who have done the hard labor and the hard leg work. It's the kids who ain't doing the shit. So, but, because of that, you have to go in a relationship saying, okay, what can't you do? What can you do? You got to have these real talks. And if everybody pretending like they got it and y'all met on false pretenses and, in the club and he drove off in the Bugatti or whatever the fuck, that's a rental from his cousin who got money, who's older. So all these scams y'all be scheming on each other to trap each other. That really be on y'all. So I'm saying if you in a relationship and you're not saving individual money for yourself and having a pot for the bills that needs to be paid, then it's doomed to fail. That's some real shit right there.
Shots fired at you.
Can you go back to something else? You leave it.
I'm sorry. Anyway, so money relationships, also the biggest thing that breaks up relationships is money. Infidelity can survive more than like money mismanagement. So that tells you something. Yeah. So when you move in with the person, make sure that make sure your lifestyle and their lifestyle are compatible. Because if it isn't, let's say that you don't spend money, but this person is constantly spending unnecessary shit. Well, that throws your whole thing off, right? Or, let's say that you open up another account or you buy like a heavy money driven item, and the other person doesn't do that. So it's like you have to be able to be compatible financially as well, not just like our checks match.
That would have to entail that their credit score is good to even be able to purchase or get these new, you know, devices, and the other person's shit is like struggling and ain't on his P's and Q's. So
Right.
them two collaborating is a recipe for disaster anyway. So
Right. So you have to be able to like talk. It's not just about moving in because you love the person and all, you know, the sex and all of the stuff. It's about real adult situations. So before you go in, you know, just don't meet the person in 3 weeks. Y'all want to move in together. No, absolutely not. Wait, in my opinion, at least 6 months, you know, and then maybe a year. No?
I'm just saying. I mean, are you seeing that in real time?
I'm saying what I would do.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the kids are doing now, but what I would do is that, you know, you need to wait. You just can't.
People your age is probably
Right.
you're listening. So yeah, we talking to you.
Yeah, you talking to you, millennials.
30.
30 up millennials.
You're a millennial?
Yeah.
Damn, I thought I'm X. My fault.
Oh. Okay. So, the thing is, you really do need to like talk about your expenses, right? So if you can manage that, you guys move in. Don't try to move into an apartment that's going to eat up 70% of your check. You know, be smart about that. Move to somewhere that's both applicable to your paycheck, right? To your bank account, and make sure you, when you move into this new place, you know, your name's on the contract because sometimes, you know, that a-hole might just put their name on it and then it's just like it's all bad. Make sure both of your name is on the contract. Make sure that everything where you get your lights on, whatever you get on, that is basically both in your name. The reason why, because let's say the person tries to kick the other person out, if that other person's name is not on anything, they have to leave. So just legally speaking, men, right, legally speaking, it is financially better and secure that you make sure that your names are on everything 50-50. All right, because they just can't put you out legally because you have ownership of that place as well. All right, and once you get that settled, live to your means. All right, you can splurge every now and then, but you don't have to pop it up every weekend in the club. It's not necessary because nobody fucking cares. All right.
Who are you doing it for?
Right.
First of all,
right, the likes.
Like I say, depending on what age group you're talking to, like
I would say 30 and up, as you know, millennial, Gen X. All right, so be smart. Please be smart. I know there's a man shortage or whatever, and you just want somebody who would like at least you have somebody. But please, a relationship can ruin you financially if you are not secure. Like, yeah. See what happened to Tiger Woods? His wife got $500 million. Right? Even though they're married too. I mean, there's so many examples of that shit that has happened. So like you have to be able to realize, does that person match your income? Because again, if you're pulling most of the weight and some shit happens, likelihood it may go to that other person. So before you move in, please be. It's just not about, oh my God, we like each other for this moment, we're gonna jump into something. Because like getting that other person out the house is gonna be hell. And coming home to somebody that's like an asshole as hell as well. So be able to, be financially compatible and actually compatible versus just I'm moving in.
Yeah. Normally, when someone is the main breadwinner, they look at things more in control, and the person who is, the lesser income, they don't really have a lot of say so. So, the that difference of dynamics could change the relationship or make it difficult because she hanging out with her friends after work who on the same level of income as them, and then hang out with you, and you like to go to sports bars and shit. So it's like she kind of downgrading when she try to get you to level up, and you don't want to wear a shirt and tie, or you don't want to get your shit shaved, or get a haircut, or get your shit together. So, or you don't even have a suit. So, men gotta get their shit together. Like it's a 911 for that shit. especially the next generation. I don't know if it's partly the millennials, but it's definitely Generation X. Them motherfuckers is 911 state of emergency as far as just
You mean
not
Gen Z?
Gen Z, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gen Z. That's what I meant. So they going straight from staying with mom right to live with their girl. So they in a comfort zone that's been allowed. Like, as a man, I don't see how you can be around here like you so rough and tough and you don't have your basic necessities together. If you don't have a savings account with actual savings in it, and you make decent money, because most of these generations are making more money than their parents. Let's just keep it 100. These kids are definitely having better opportunities and all that shit, but you know what I'm saying, are terrible with communicating with each other. And so when you in a relationship, you have to make sure you understand, the who can do what and what's going to be done. So you don't go in and thought some shit or assume some shit. You just go in knowing some shit, and then that'll prevent a lot of heart and pain.
Relationships are not a competition.
Yeah, if a woman's making more than a man and she feeling that man and he's motivated to get his shit together and she can get him to level himself up, then by all means do that. But don't shit on him because he ain't where you at, or what I'm saying, he ain't reached the level of success you have, and you ain't doing nothing to bring him up. Then of course what are you there for anyway? It's like on some bullshit. So people thumb their nose up at the people they're with. Like, okay, if they pulling you down, either give them something to level themselves up, or if they don't take the opportunity, then you got to dismiss them or end the relationship.
That is real spill.
Yeah, facts.
That is real spill. So
yeah,
before you move in with somebody, make sure you're financially compatible. All right, make sure the person is actually
stop trying to figure it out
right
in the real time.
Yeah, like in integrity, make sure they have integrity, that they live by their word. All right, by then, if you're thinking about moving in, you should know what type of person they are, right? All the games should have already been played, right? So make sure, notice habits. Do they pay their bills on time? Are they asking you for money, right? How do they, if they get extra money, how do they spend it? Do they save it or they spend it immediately? When they do get their paycheck, what are the first things that's taken care of? Look at all these things.
Yeah, look at all the things, but just have like a weekly conversation about finances, or it don't have to be weekly, it be bi-weekly or monthly, but sit down and talk about finances, like real shit. The liens against you, the damn, the collections you have to pay, like put all that shit at the table, let folks know where you at in real time, and then let them be able to be like, okay, do I want to deal with this person with dealing with all this debt? And you know what I'm saying, I don't have debt except my a student loan. So if y'all do that and going in on some real shit, then no matter where your finances are, you can work through that if you go in being real with each other. So money and relationships can work, but you have to talk about that shit. Like, if you have goals, if you want to get a house together, you have to have both a good credit score, find out what needs to be done, and do that shit. Period.
Dropping truth.
So, in closing, you want to be with the one you love, and make sure the money is right, because that will be an issue later on. And if you don't do it now, you'll be fucking complaining and bitching about it later. Yeah. So Joy
and Pain.
What's that?
Joy is my summer vacation's almost here. So amen to that. My pain.
Summer. Damn.
My pain is definitely all these unnecessary killings or shootings of people over simple shit. In Alabama, Kansas, upstate New York, and then today in Texas, like, it's the fucking guns.
Well, to piggyback on that, my real spill ain't this, but my real spill as part of this is we've just split in half. Like the Fox News and all that shit really did a job on America. So, These white folks are frightened and afraid of anything that don't look like them, and they panic every time they see it because they've been told everything with melanin in their skin is trying to rob you or steal from you or take something from you. So that's their response to that. No excuse, because you fucking, it just perpetuates with who you are anyway, a fucking racist. So you were that anyway, you just needed that as fuel. You got it, buddy. So my real spill is, be aware of what's going on. Your city council runs so much in the state or the city you're in. The city you're in. So the roads, the education, a lot of decisions that's being made. Know who these people are and hold them accountable. Like real shit. Don't wait till shit gets terrible, like the school system and transportation and just education and after and just learning for minors and after school, all that stuff is derivative of how your city council would vote. So check them if you want shit to change, and you'll see change.
Amen.
Real spill.
All right. On that note, we got a big game. We got a big fight this Saturday. Garcia versus Tank. Who you got?
Woo. I can't go against Tank. Tank been just doing his thing. I still think he can do it until I see otherwise. Tank.
Okay. All right. 420 is tomorrow.
Who you got? What the fuck?
Oh, I got Tank.
I think you're gonna say Garcia.
No.
Viva.
Wow.
Hey, sorry.
Canceled.
Anyway, we are the Two Live Show. I am D Nice, the nice one, and this is my girl.
Joy.
And we'll be back at you on the next episode. Stay tuned, and we will improve. Till then, Ice Cody Nice Show. It's coming at you.